Good morning, Gogglefrogs. How are you? Hopefully you've had a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend with some wonderful varied weather, and I hope you've got lots and lots and lots of knitting, crochet, crafting done, more than I've got done. I've changed colour and that's it. So good morning, and it is actually this is show 232, so absolutely fabulous. I'm Angela, and this is my lovely friend and co-host Robert, and I was just about to say his birthday was on Saturday, but we're not doing any of those thingies, so hey ho.
It was yesterday.
Yesterday, sorry, of course it was yesterday, sorry. I even baked him a cake.
Which was lovely.
Oh dear, of course, I've just slept quite a lot since then. So anyway, hopefully you had a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend. Robert, did you have a lovely weekend?
I did, thank you. Work on Saturday was really nice, and then even though it was a late shift, and then yesterday was just beautiful. Thank you.
Fabulous. So just to let you know, for the next hour, I are going to be talking about anything and everything. Robert's going to be going at 10:30, if not a little bit before, so just shoot off when you need to.
10:30 should be fine, thanks.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, and so we're going to do a little bit of knitting. So the rules are, hopefully you've got some knitting or crochet or something with you. And, oh, hang on a minute. When it down, it's so sensitive. It said, do you want to end this session? Like, no. And I hope you got a cuppa as well. I've got a cup of tea and I've got a cup of water as well, because I haven't had much to drink so far this morning. You know, when you're rushing around and you realise that the only cup of tea you've made yourself, you have one sup out of. So that's a nice cup of tea. We have a chat box on the right hand side, and we're going to talk about that chat box and say what's in it. So for the people on replay, people on replay can't see that chat box, and people on YouTube, hello YouTube and hello replay, won't be able to see that chat box either. So if this is your first time, please let us know where you're watching from, where in the world. Yes, so I haven't done very much, but I have got three changes of colours, you know what I mean. I've had that one, and then I've got 3 different browns on the side. So we will see. I haven't got very much done at all. I think last night I sat down to do a little bit of knitting, and I got 2 rows done. So yesterday I think I got 4 rows of knitting done when I had all those wonderful intentions, but never mind, I might get some more done today. And you may have noticed that Robert has been frogging a cardigan of mine that was too big for me, and it's no longer in his hands. So that must mean, what does that mean, Robert?
It's finished, and I'm starting a new project live on Gogglefrogs.
Wow. What are you starting?
Well, can we come back to that? Because it kind of ties into today's music.
Okay, well, let's say some good mornings and some hellos then, shall we?
Definitely.
So, bottom to top, because we always go from bottom to top, don't we? Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you.
Hello, Sarah.
And hello, Marion Wildy. And hello, Marion. Lovely to see the 2 Marions. There we go, both hands for both Marions. And hello, Louise. Lovely to see you. And hello, Linda. How are you? Lovely to see you. Hello, Judy. Fabulous to see you. And hello, Janice. How is London? And hello, Jackie. Where have you been running to? Lovely to know where you're at now in the country, in your virtual north to south run. Hello, Georgie. How are you? Lovely to see you today. Hello, Brigitte. Lovely to see you. And hello, Angela as well. Lovely to see you today. So, oh, and somebody else has arrived. Sorry. Oh, Wendy. Hello, Wendy. Lovely to see you. So it's really nice weather out there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go out for a little walk later. My mum would like to go out for a walk, so I think we're going to go out for a walk. which will be nice. But whatever happens, I want to change at least colour once on this today. So we'll get that done. It probably won't be in here, but I tell you something, I'm loving that colour. It's like a taupe colour. You can't see it very well because of the different lights. No, I don't think you can see. You can't see colours very well on webcams, just because of the light and things bouncing. But it's lovely. So I'm on that, and then I'm going to be going to a light stone, and then a dark cream, and then a cream, and then a white. So I've got a few little colours to go through yet. But yeah, simple design. But I do hope it looks nice. The bag, when you see it, doesn't look that good, but when you've got shopping in it, I think it looks fabulous. Really simple. Really good idea for using something that, because you know, a lot of these bags, you take them out and they are big, aren't they? I just want something that will scrunch up really small, which this one will, but something that I've made, so I can always have it in my handbag. So I can't wait to finish this and go out and do my shopping. Who knows what decade that's going to be finished in, but hopefully it'll be soon.
I hope it's soon as well.
Hopefully it's this week. It should do. It's just when things happen, you know, some days I am driving about 350-400 miles, so on those days I can't do any knitting, although I did do a couple of rows last week, not while I was actually physically driving, but when we were stopped I did a couple of rows, which was quite nice. So yeah, but here we go. And what have you got on the needles today, everybody? Let us know if you started any new projects. What is Monday as well? When we have Throwback Tuesday, what's Monday?
Mash Up Monday.
Mash Up Monday.
Where you take a pattern, but you do something different with it, either different wool or you change the pattern somehow.
So this is a Mash Up Monday because I'm not using the actual stuff that it suggests that you use. So let us know. And that could, yeah, so I don't think I've ever followed a pattern. Not properly, not to the letter. There's always something that gets changed slightly. So yeah. Oh, and I know that we talked about the other cardigan that I did in Sirdar. Jewel spun, thank you very much. That Robert kindly frogged for me, and that's in the bag there. So I'll show you that in a little while because it looks so different to the balls. It really does look different. But we always say that with the with any skein or ball of wool, once you put it into a cake, it looks so different. So yeah, and I've decided I'm doing a blanket with that, so that'll be quite good. So nearly about to change my pattern, move my stitch marker, and then go to my doubles.
How was your weekend?
How was the weekend? Well, Saturday. I don't actually know what we did on Saturday. I think we had so many days are just quiet, aren't they? Really quiet. So I baked a cake for you know who that he didn't know about. Just a simple cake because we weren't all getting together, so I didn't do loads of decorating and icing. And then Sunday popped to church, and then dropped Robert's bits off for him. It was a really quiet weekend, really quiet, as all of them are, aren't they? Yeah. So sorry, just pulling these through. Yeah, I had a really quiet weekend, but you know, really nice. And I mentioned this to Robert earlier, there is absolutely no competition now. There's no way my mum's going to be watching Gogglefrogs because Jay McDonald started again last night, so mum's watching Jay McDonald in the other room.
Oh, yes.
It recorded last night, and then the Chateau on Escape to the Chateau, so she'll be watching those. Right, so let's have a quick look at chat Brigitte, thank you so much, Brigitte, reminding us it's 232. Georgie says good morning and kisses. Louise says morning everyone, listening in the background while I'm working. Woo, thank you very much. Brigitte says can't see anything. We are here. Hopefully you've refreshed and it's working now. Judy says morning all, varied weather. I've risked putting my sheets on the line. Happy birthday, Robert. I put some bathroom mats and things like that in there out there earlier. Yeah, it's quite an experience, isn't it? You think, oh, put these out. Are they actually going to get dry, or are they going to be nearly dry and then we have a little bit of rain? So let's see. Angela says good morning. Linda says happy Monday everyone. Sarah says good morning. Jackie says morning all. Last day of her holiday, back to work tomorrow. And she's already been for a 6k run this morning. Thankfully missed the rain. Now bright and sunny in Kent. Lovely. Yeah, earlier it was blue skies one side, grey clouds other side. So let's hope blue skies are going to win. And she says, hope you had a good birthday, Robert. Brigitte says, I have to pop out for a while during Gogglefrogs to go for a blood test at 10:26. Hopefully back before the end of Gogglefrogs. I hope all goes okay, Brigitte. And Marion says,
don't let the vampire drink too much.
Sorry?
So don't let the vampire drink too much.
Oh, I sat there thinking, what? I get it now. Marion says, good morning. Janice said London wet on and off, the same for windiness. Wendy says good morning everyone. Morning. Jackie says I'm 3 miles from Bradford. Wow. So Jackie's doing a run from Land's End, John O'Groats to Land's End, or I think it's that way around and not the other way around. So she's 3 miles from Bradford. So my home village is slap banging between Leeds and Bradford. So who knows? What little place are you in? Because you never know. It could be my home village. Wendy says, hokey cokey weather here in Edinburgh with the sun playing peekaboo. I love that. That's really nice. Hokey cokey and peekaboo. Sarah says that she cast on a blanket in Chunky, but I only have 400 grams, so I think I may have to cast on a wide scarf. Oh, yeah. Or just do what Stephen West does and put lots and lots and lots of different types of wools, different weights together, and just keep changing either the stitch or the pattern. He does that all the time and really gets away with stuff, so you never know. Jackie says, I'm working on the Debbie Abraham's mystery blanket, May Squares. Oh, that sounds intriguing. I want to get them done so that I can cast on for my cardigan. Yay! Well, you must let us see what it's looking like. Yeah, that would be lovely. Wendy says, making a hat for the Leeds branch charity knit, no pattern. Oh, that sounds exciting. Always lovely when there's something a bit different, isn't it? And Amber's here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Amber. Lovely. And I hope New York at 4 something a.m. is okay. Is it still 4 a.m. Now we're on British summer time? I never quite know when we change.
5 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, is it 5 o'clock now? But then something changes in certain time zones, so it goes back to. So it always confuses me. Brigitte says, why was there no happy birthday for Robert on Saturday for Sunday? It was one of those things. He didn't want it, so he's not having it.
Because I wasn't supposed to be having a birthday. And then it just kind of slipped out. I'm partly blaming you, Angela, and then I blame Georgie as well, because you both posted on Facebook. So then everybody knew.
I know. Sorry. But
that's all right. That's fine. I had a lovely day, which was nice. I've not had, the last few birthdays have been quite disappointing for one reason or another, and yesterday was lovely, so
that's nice. So it's only because I respect Robert so much I'm not going to play it because he asked me not to, yeah. So anyway, we're all different, aren't we? Once we're out of this whole thing, next year or our next birthday should be a bit different. You never know, I might even celebrate mine, which I never do. So let's have a look. Janice says, I have some chunky weight rainbow yarn and then I'm going to do a corner to corner crochet blanket with it, but not started yet. I've never done a corner to corner. Have you, Robert?
Not yet.
No?
It's on my to-do list.
Oh, so Janice, you must post the wool. So love rainbow yarn, sounds lovely. Sarah says can't get on with Escape to the Chateau, but do enjoy Grand Designs, which comes on after. Yeah, my mum just loves Escape to the Chateau. So yeah, and I don't know. I would just love to live somewhere with a moat around it. But I think the Wi-Fi might be even more flaky than where I live now. So you can't exactly say, yeah, I'll have that chateau, but what about the Wi-Fi? Amber says, happy birthday, Robert. Anne says, morning, happy birthday, Robert. Wendy says, good luck, Jackie. Hope you have a lovely birthday, Robert. Angela says, I'm running down from down in Joggle, still in Scotland. Oh, I didn't even know that Joggle was a place. So that sounds interesting. Sarah can't wait to hear what song is about Granny Squares if his project relates to the music. I know, I don't know. Amber, it's 5:15 a.m. New York time. Thank you very much. Georgie says, I'm sorry, Robert. Huge hugs for releasing the fact that it's your hello, Marion.
Hi, Marianne.
Hello. Janice says, haven't done a C2C either, but found a pattern on Ravelry, so fingers crossed. It'll be fantastic, Janice. Your work always is, so it'll be lovely. And Sarah says, I married an IT guy, still holding out dreams of a moat and good Wi-Fi. I know. It would be lovely, wouldn't it? So, yeah, I've married somebody who can do line plastering and all sorts now, and he's going to put 2 radiators on next weekend, which is going to be hilarious. He's asked me to help. I don't know what he's asking me to do. And Angela says, sorry, it's the virtual Land's End to John O'Groats, but in reverse. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh.
And Marianne is here.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
And how
right, I've got to go in 10 minutes, so I'll hijack for a second, then do music, and then come back if that's all right, because I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Right. So I spent most of yesterday surrounded by wool because I have now finished unpicking your cardigan, apart from this tiny little bit here, which is constant pulling through, and it's a bit annoying. So I now have a huge bag of all back frogged purple wool.
Excellent.
Georgie then bought me a very nice Harry Potter themed skein of wool, which is gorgeous. And then this is the Noro that I ordered and got for birthday. So I have started
let's see.
the granny square blanket that I'm going to do with it.
All those colours are lovely.
Yes.
I might even be persuaded to buy Noro.
I mean, look, that's just the first colour change. And you can see it across the bottom here. It's so subtle. Brilliant. So I can't wait to see the orange and the grey go in as well. So in honour of starting a Noro, here is today's musical interlude.
Turning Japanese?
Yeah, I hope you like that. And
yeah.
You're on mute. Marion, you weren't, I don't think.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
No, Angela is though.
As soon as I realised that Angela was opening her mouth, I kept quiet.
Could be in for fun.
Yeah, we could. Very much so.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yay!
Sorry, I don't know. It flicked to a different, what is it, voice channel. Oh, dear.
I'm now in the habit of, if your mouth starts working but no sound comes out, I just go, shum. It's the...
No, don't. Please tell me. Oh, dear. Oh, so that's...
Oh, there we go. So that was it. That was because I have started live on Gogglefrogs this morning my project with Noro, which comes from Japan, gets shipped to America, and then shipped from America to here.
You are kidding
Just
me.
looking.
That's like Coles to Newcastle. Well, almost.
I just love that purple.
I know.
It is.
Isn't it just beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
That there's such light colours with that dark. Oh, it's beautiful. I do love Nora.
Yes,
but it's
Sarah, that's a very good question. What fibre is it, Robert? Is it all...
So it is 50% cotton, 20% silk, 15% wool, 15% polyamide.
Very nice.
And you can really tell the difference because the blanket I had originally asked for Ito, and that's 100% polyamide. But the fact that this is cotton and silk, you can really feel the difference. So, and this is hopefully going on the bed when there are no fur babies.
Oh.
Are you trying to tell
No, a couple of years.
They will. They will.
Sorry, Marion.
Nothing. Nothing. No, it's all right.
They will.
Discretion became the better part of valor there.
Oh. Well, anyway, it looks beautiful, and I bet it's not going to actually take Robert that long to finish it because look how quickly he's doing that. This is the sort of thing that Robert can do in his sleep practically. So, oh, it's raining. My washing's getting wet. Never mind.
It's not here.
Sarah says, I was wondering if we were going to hear a song by the Cardigans. No, but we could at some point. The one with Tom Jones is quite good, isn't it? The Cardigans and Tom Jones tune. Can't remember what it's called, but Wendy says huh?
I don't think I've heard that one.
Oh, have you not? It's actually my favourite one of the Cardigans. I don't know which one it is. Wendy says, am I the only one who can't hear the music? So sorry, Wendy. Sarah says, coming through okay here. Jackie says, great tune. Deborah says, morning, all joining you from the camper van. We just had an adventure leaving the campsite. We got stuck in mud, oh no, and had to be towed out backwards by a very kind with the Land Rover. Phew. Oh wow. So it's been a bit of a trial so far, hasn't it? Wendy's like not looking happy. If ever that happens, Wendy, just refresh and see if the refresh will happen, or try shutting some apps if you've got any apps open. Jackie says, Wendy coming through there. Trisha's just got my walk in before it's starting to rain. Now time for coffee. Deborah says, glad you enjoyed your birthday, Robert. Georgia says, that was fun. Yep, we've not heard that in ages. Sarah says, what fibre? She says it's 110%. Just kidding, it sounds lovely. And Jackie says, update on my virtual challenge. I'm in Bradford. The app has just updated. Whoa, fabulous.
Well done.
Very nice.
Actually in Bradford. Or if you're from up there, it's not Bradford, it's Bradford. So D becomes a T when you go over the border. Yeah. You can tell.
Like St Albans to people that live in St Albans is Snorbans.
Oh right, okay.
It's not St Albans, it's Snorbans.
Oh right, okay. I didn't know that.
Like like Bernie Winter's dog. Snorbits, but Snorbans.
Oh dear.
So what are you knitting with, Angela? I missed that.
This is the retwist that we've got. It's all recycled, and it's chainy cotton. So I think, not too sure, it's saying between 250 and 270 meters is required for this bag. So I've got one cake, and I'm going to see how far I get with this one cake. But it's going to be a shopping bag, like a market bag. And so it's got a square on the bottom, and then this is that's the pattern.
Ooh.
So it should be really nice. And it actually feels really, really soft, silky soft, but you would not believe how strong and how much structure it actually has. So I'll have no issues whatsoever getting a sack of spuds in here when it's finished. Really, really nice. So it's just two. I've got that, and then the other one I've got here for the next little project. Although I might have to get a bit of Noro out and try and do a little bit on my Noro blanket as well. My Noro blanket is all crocheted, but I've just got to put all the tringles together, the triangles. And then that's the other one. That's for that's the one for the macrame.
Macrame.
Yeah, so that's XX lace retwist. But yeah, so we'll see there's 65 meters on that one, so I'll probably need a lot more.
Yes, yes, you will.
Yeah, but we'll see. I've just never done any macrame, so you know, if I can do a plant pot holder or something, it will just be lovely. I was thinking of doing a bag, but I might just do a plant pot holder that can hang, and put in the obligatory plant that you have to put in a macrame hanging plant pot holder. What is the type of plant that you have to have in them? Anyone know?
A spider plant.
Absolutely, spider plant. So, and isn't it that they are so amazing for the environment? I think when I was little, everybody had spider plants in the bathrooms. That, you know, like a whatnot. I don't know if you call them whatnots as well, but it's a little like corner unit that you can just really fit a plant pot on. That's what we call a whatnot. And everyone had them, didn't they, in the bathroom or just outside, with hundreds of these like spider plants. But they're so good for the environment. So I think that this year I'm going to be doing spider plants everywhere. I do think they're really nice.
Oh, that was lovely, Robert.
Gone into a pink now.
Do you know what? Even looking at that, it looks really silky, doesn't it? It looks to have a silky movement to it. Because normally, when you're doing squares, they're quite firm. And that doesn't look firm at all. Oh, that's fabulous. Anyway, it's 5:30. You need to go.
Yes, we need to go. Bye,
Let us
ladies.
know how
I'll see you
everything
on
goes.
Wednesday.
Yeah, let us know. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Much love. Bye.
Well, Sarah's saying that we sometimes call Southampton Soton or Soton.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew that, but I don't know how to pronounce it. And she says that she made a market bag recently, super happy with it, and she's very kindly provided a link in the chat. Would you be kind enough to put it on the Facebook page, please, Sarah?
I will.
And Tricia says we wouldn't want to shorten Pennystone. No, I don't think we would, Tricia. And I'm not going to spell it out for those people who'll be watching Gogglefrogs in future generations. Sarah goes, Tricia, I think the sign is for X-rated. And then Angela says, oh, I want to make a plant holder. Safia's laughing out loud.
Oh, hello, Safi.
Yes, good morning, Safi. Sarah says, my hanging plant pots are filled with purple hearts, which make babies like spider plants. Oh, that sounds nice.
I've never heard of them.
And Safia says, yes, my mum had a whatnot with a spider plant on it. She has a cheese plant in the bathroom. And Wendy's saying bye. Doesn't the cheese plant take over a bit, Safi? Because they can go a bit berserk. I have friends who had a mother-in-law's tongue, and I think the pot was about 12 inches wide, and it was bulging at the sides. They finally potted it up repotted it into a, well, I finally got round to using some yarn I bought in Norway.
Oh,
Found the yarn in my stash, not that it was lost, and I spent a good day hunting for a pattern I could use it with, and I had 3 goes with 3 patterns before I settled on this one, because even though the yarn is plain cream, it's still I thought one of those yarns that had to speak for itself, because it's 100% lamb's wool. It is beautifully soft, and it's very, very springy. So I found an Australian pattern called Amaru, which I'd already printed off. I think it's on Ravelry. And I'm just coming to the end, and it's a shallow, very shallow shawl, but very long, which is what I wanted. And it's very holey, unlike me. And I'm hoping I've got something like 900 meters of this, and I propose to use the lot up, which means, oh dear, and I've only finished 300 meters of it, just about, and that's all the designers. Can you see? So it's very plain,
gorgeous,
very simple. The pattern does it in bands, so the only color that's always the same is this 4-row repeat in between the lace bands. I think if I was doing it again already, instead of doing a knit 2 together for every other band, I'd do SSK. So I've got them doing a sort of a lattice work, but it's a bit late to do that now. But yes,
lovely.
It, as I said, that just goes to show you do have to fit the yarn to the pattern, or the pattern to the yarn, whichever way round one goes. So yeah, I've been watching a program on Netflix. It's just easy listening. It's meant to be set late 1900s, early 20th century, and I've been sat there screaming at the television, that's wrong, and we're talking about the fashion. The biggest faux pas was late 19th century. Lady was wearing a shawl. Did a close-up, it was machine knitted. You didn't have a machine knitted cable shawl back in the late 19th century. And they've muddled up. They've now got, in one scene they said that this lady had become a lawyer in 1910, and she was now a prosecutor, so you can get it set across the pond. Well, sorry, on that reckoning, we've got to have been somewhere between 1914 and 1918. Well, the fashions didn't match. They were messing up the fashions. It could have been anywhere between 1950 and 1890. And Richard sat there going, just enjoy the story. Just enjoy the story. But
it's a good job you weren't at the pictures because you'd been telling everybody in there. Oh dear. That's funny.
Yeah.
So true though, isn't it? If something annoys you, you just think, why?
And why? And once you notice one thing, you go on noticing other things. Like the lead man had a jumper on, and I'm thinking, that's not early 20th century. It was one of these ones that had what they call? They just have a little opening here, leather patches, knitted, I reckon it was machine knitted. And I'm looking at it,
Oh,
I think that's 1950s. It looked very modern. And it was meant to be early 20th century. They were building a church in the middle of nowhere in Canada. So, yeah.
Well, they do get things wrong quite a lot, don't they? But never mind, they get things wrong, but we sort of put them right. Oh dear. But yeah, there's nothing more annoying, is there? Like I say, I mean, we did have some machine type knitting, but that didn't come out until a lot later. A lot later. No. So we'll just catch up on chat, and then I'm going to go over to Facebook because I've just seen something that is made.
You want to go to Facebook and I'll do the chat?
Oh, that would be fabulous. Thank you.
Now then, I've got to get back. Right. Yeah, Wendy said bye. Safia says, yes, she had one that was practically a tree or a cheese plant. Yeah, they do go. I remember we had one in the office that just took over and took over and took over. And Sarah says this is a purple heart, and she's very kindly, hopefully, oh, that's a picture of the flower. If you would also be kind enough to share that on the Facebook page as well, Sarah, because I've never heard of it. Angela's just shared another use for the plant holder. I hope it's clean. Tricia says, Sarah, we used to call them traveling sailors. Used to call that a traveling sailor. I think that's the purple flower. And Safia says to Sarah, that's lovely. Sarah to Tricia, I got mine from a pal who called it a purple heart. Do you mean a Solomon seal if it's like this? And they come in purple and white. Wendy says, Marion, that's beautiful. Thank you. And Sarah says the lace work looks lovely. Amber says, beautiful projects, Angela, Robert and Marion. Thank you very much, Amber. That's very sweet. Sarah's saying, I'm admiring the pieces in the back of Angela's room. That rainbow scarf is lovely. That rainbow scarf is Batik Swirl by Starcraft. She's knitted a couple with that. I can't remember the colorway, but I need to
Meadow. That's Meadow.
I need to buy some because I found a wonderful pattern to use Batik Square, and I haven't got anything like it in my stash because I had a good old look and I want to do the pattern.
It's amazing. Can I just say that that's the holy moly that's still not had the things done, and this at the top. It is actually because there's work going on upstairs, so the bed frame is down here. So this is our bed frame. Constant. So, and this is, I know I've shown it before, but that's what somebody made for me. It's what Tracy made for me for my gluten-free show. Because it gave her the inspiration to and confidence to bake again. So and that is just like, isn't it just beautiful?
That's beautiful.
And she I got it. I just had this parcel that said open live on Gluten Free Angela, and I was, you know, when you think I don't know who it's from, could be anything in there. So I did open it, and it was just like, oh, that is so lovely. Yeah. And I've still got the packaging. So I just thought, oh, I'll put a few things up. And then we've got little curly at the top as well. So
yeah, Larry's out here. And Sarah goes, Marion, there is a whole cottage industry of fashion historians who do the same as you on YouTube. Why has that corset not got a chemise under it? Why is that woman shopping for a crinoline wearing a bustle? Why is her hair down and not under a cap? Now, don't start me about the hair fashions on this show. Not a shingle in sight if we got to the 1920s. They've all got their hair down just like they did in the 60s and 70s. And when they should, never mind, we'll. And Safia says something, but I can't. Oh, and Safia says it's lovely, Marion. I think she's talking about my shawl. So shall we go to Facebook, Angela?
Fabulous. Okay, so are you ready for this?
Oh, and Sarah's
Are you ready
posted
for
the
this?
purple heart pictures on Facebook, so you should do a. Oh,
Look at that. I have to say, I'm doing that. Splodge, are you okay to sit in a swing? Who knows? But that is just beautiful, isn't it?
remind me to tell you something about granddaughter's cat afterwards.
Okay, so I have to say, Angela, I am definitely using this to do that for Splodgy Dodgy. And do you know what? Every house had those pink style cushions, didn't it? The round cushions with the button in the middle. And I think they should be back in fashion. So I'm going to find one of those as well to put in there. So I love that. This is from Linda. She said that she just saw this on a Facebook feed. Australia's oldest man, who's 109, knits tiny sweaters for injured penguins. What a beautiful man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at them. Oh,
I have to say, I've seen that before. I think it's been going the rounds for a while.
I haven't seen it. Although I don't do much scrolling on Facebook. I've been curbing my scrolling for a long time now. Oh, and Carol, sorry, I didn't know. I had to check whether it was Carol or Coral. Carol says here are some sanitizer covers that she's made. Ooh. Oh, fabulous! That's good. Deborah says, here's the lovely new walls that she bought on Friday. Now need to find the right project for it. Do you know what? It can take us so long to find the right project at times, can't it? But the colours in that are just electric.
That's why we have a stash.
Yeah, they're so intense, but they're sort of not intense because there's so many other bright colours as well.
Vibrant. No, look, there's some beautiful subtle colours in there as well. It's uplifting. It's the sort of thing that when you see it, it makes your heart glad.
Yeah, but it isn't bright, and that's what I love about natural colours. They're never fluorescent, are they? They're so bright, but not. They're beautiful.
Safia says, regarding the penguin man, that she saw it a couple of years ago and she wonders if he's still around.
Oh,
so where did that yarn come from?
It is Knit One Plant One. Oh, I don't know about this one. Hang on a minute. Knit One Plant One. Earth Yarns plants a tree in Africa for each skein sold in partnership with Trees for the Future. When people learn how to give back to, that is lovely. So Knit One Plant One. How amazing. That's fabulous. Robert had posted this about 100. What would be your 100? And I don't know, some people, Anastasia had said 100 stitches with lots of Netflix. Linda says 100 Maltesers.
No, 100 boxes of Maltesers. I must admit they are my favourite of all favourites. The family always give me a box of Maltesers at Christmas, just for me.
So I don't know if you did anything. To be honest, I haven't yet. I'll have to do 100 of something. So I will think. What are you laughing at?
It's Sarah. She says cast on 100 new projects.
Do you know what? At the beginning of this show, I was thinking, do you know what? I can't start another project. I need to finish some that are in there.
Have I got 100 pairs of knitting needles? And then I thought, well, between my knitting needles and my crochet hooks, yes, I've certainly got 100. Have I got 100 balls of yarn? Yeah, definitely. Have I got 100 patterns? Have I got 100 days to do it in? Yes.
Oh, so funny. So that's 100 new patterns. I don't know. I could go out and buy 100 new patterns like that.
Oh.
But oh, it is trying to finish some of them, isn't it? But I'm really quite pleased that I have made space by getting a couple of things frogged. So we can carry on doing this, can't we? We can do this 100 for a long time. Now I'm loving this. Absolutely love this. Deborah, ready for Gogglefrogs from the camper van. That is just lovely. So fabulous. And I hope you're having a lovely time. Linda says, my big work in progress up to mid-April. So going to have a catch-up week. Oh,
It's gorgeous.
oh, that's lovely. So lovely. Loving that temperature blanket. Fabulous. Thank you. And keep on sharing. Oh, what's this? Linda says, update, homes found for all the yarn. I've been gifted 10 balls of this. Can anyone use some or all of them? I've already promised another 10. I was given 20. Oh my word.
Somebody must have bought that, you know, to crochet one of those bedspreads, the very fine bedspreads.
Yeah. Oh, the eyes. The trying to see with the. I mean, what hook size would you use for that? I really don't know.
Probably down to maybe a 1.5.
I know, but it's beautiful. So I'm so pleased that it's been able to be redistributed to people who can start using it. So absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Viv said, just started a shawl with this wonderful yarn. And I didn't know this until Tracy corrected me and said, no, this is the one that I'd seen. She's got it. And what did she say? There's it's the one that she was telling me about last year when she came to my house. She hand dyes her yarn and then winds up the colours. It's 4 strands that then gradually change, 1 strand at a time. So it changes shades subtly. So, yeah. And again, we don't necessarily know the story of the colours, do we? But yeah, mixology, all hand done. So that's looking lovely. And this was the
Deborah camping. Brigitta's joined us after.
Oh, hello again, Brigitta.
Hope the phlebotomist didn't cause too much damage, and because she's got a bit of problem now seeing us with Facebook. And Sarah says that she used a 1mm hook with the mercerized cotton, and she started a complex crochet lace to make some extremely over-the-top napkins. Can you refresh Facebook? I think my project went up a bit late.
Absolutely. I'll just do that now.
Oh, I didn't go on. I didn't open my computer up at all yesterday. And would anybody like to hazard a guess how many messages I've got to look at? It reminds me of the days when I came back into work after a day off.
20? Hello?
No, not 20.
Oh, 30?
No.
40?
No.
50?
No.
100?
Nearly. You're nearly there.
Oh, just say how many?
112.
Oh my God. Well, good luck with those.
And some of those I will have to check to make sure that they aren't, some I can just delete because I know that I won't be interested in. But some I will have to have a proper look at just in case I am interested in. So that's an hour of my time. It's amazing how quickly they build up. I think the worst time ever was when I came back from 3 weeks holiday and I had something like 1,000 in my inbox at work. And I almost had a meltdown.
Oh dear. Well, hopefully you won't have a meltdown looking at these purple hearts from Sarah. So can I just ask, Sarah, that purple here, Is that one of the flowers of the purple hearts? Because
Oh, wow.
they're really beautiful, aren't they? I've never seen them before. So they look lovely. Thank you. And I'm so pleased that the hanging plant pot is back. We're going to have the hanging plant pot, the hanging splodge on a cushion from the macrame strap. We're going to have all sorts. And Sarah has cast on blanket over the weekend. Oh, those colours are nice.
That's
What?
That's crochet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, do you cast on crochet?
Yeah. Cast on. Why? What do you say? I say cast on. Huh?
I don't know. I don't think I say cast on when I'm crocheting. And Jackie said, "Oh, wait a minute." Brigitte says that she hadn't touched it. She keeps Gogglefrogs running whilst I was out. It's gone now. That's talking about why she couldn't see Facebook. Sarah says they are leaves. Some go more magenta, and some are now an aubergine purple. Jackie says, Marion, I logged into my work laptop yesterday and there were nearly 300 emails in my inbox, and that's just being off for a week. Sarah says, hooked on sounded a bit weird. It's an oldie yarn cake in Seashore. Do you know what? I think I'll wait until Oldie get their next batch in, because it will be cheaper than buying maybe the batik swirl for that shawl I want to do. And Amber says, thank you for a wonderful start to the work week. That's very kind of you, Amber. I was going to tell you about Arlo, wasn't I? Elora.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, can I just say, so I think it may be a regionalism, whether you say cast on for all projects or not.
Yes.
I absolutely love the colours in that cake. And is that cottony?
I think it is.
That cotton feel or a silky feel, but the colours in that are absolutely beautiful. So I don't know where it's from. I don't know what cake it is, but it looks beautiful. So thank you very much, Sarah. And if there's anything else that I've missed, we'll catch up on Wednesday night. Sorry, tell us all about Arlo.
Well, Elora came round yesterday, and I happened to mention that I needed to order Ollie some more of his chamomile bedtime biscuits. So she goes, oh, can you get Arlo some Lily's shredded fillets tinned cat food? Because he's ever so fussy. She said he won't eat beef, he won't eat anything in gravy, he won't eat, and the list went on. I'm thinking, this cat has got them wrapped round the little finger already. He can't have this because it gives him the runs. He can't have... He's landed on his feet as this damn cat. And they're taking him to the vet just to get him weighed to make sure he's growing properly.
Oh, but that's nice, isn't it? I always think it's fabulous when a cat lands on its feet, home-wise.
Yeah, because they're worried that he's not as big as the local cats.
Doesn't really have to be. It's all about the swagger of cats, isn't it? Whether they rule the roost. So I'm sure Arlo will be. If Arlo has made sure that all adults are twisted around his little paws, I'm sure that he'll just be as alpha male-ish out in the community. So he'll hold his own. He will do.
No, he lets the other cats in to eat his food.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Right, now Sarah's saying, oh, wait a minute. Let's go back. Louise says, my first job on a Monday morning is to highlight the rubbish emails and delete them before looking at the relevant ones. I'm going to have to do that one, Louise. Sarah says it's 80% acrylic and 20% wool. Nice and hard wearing. Safia says, I think I'm just going to say I'm going to start a crochet project.
Do let us know what that's going to be, Safi. And honestly, Safi's work is incredible.
It is.
I have seen her wearing one of her cardigans, which is beautiful.
And Sarah's provided the link to Oldie. I might have a look. Brigitte says our cat didn't have any choice. Whatever was on offer in the cat food, that's what he got. And if he left it, he could get his own.
Splodgy dodgy. I went out and only 3 little cans of Sheba Weber, as I call it, yesterday, the little tins. The day before, I'd given him some grain-free, expensive stuff that just turned his nose up at. All of the birds ate it. So anyway, yesterday I put something out thinking, oh, are you going to eat this? And you know what she did? Although she did turn her nose up to the freshly cooked, warm chicken, the roast chicken, like wasn't going to eat that. So I left it there. Even this morning, no, not touched it at all. So the cat would rather have cat food than fresh chicken and fish from the fish shop as well. So never mind.
Well, I'm sure that when Branston was alive, that he and Zorro would pretend to be, all of them actually, Isaac, Zorro and Ollie, would all on occasion pretend to be ill, so they'd get chicken and rice every so often, because if one of them had chicken and rice, you had to give it to both of them. So I'm sure, absolutely positive, that they would do it on purpose, that they would pretend to be poorly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And Sarah says her friend's cat does great marketing, licking pieces of chicken, but not actually eating them. It's so weird. They'll sit there and drink out of some plant pot with green plankton in it because they like that water. But you give them some lovely, like, fresh fish and they turn their nose up at it. So, hey ho, that's cats, isn't it?
Well, it's gone past.
It has. So Brigitte said a bit of a reduced Gogglefrogs for me, but she still made it. Thank you so much, Brigitte. And with that, it's 11:01. So it's the witching hour again. And we need to go. So Wednesday, 8 p.m. Are you joining us?
I will be. It's 7:30. Wednesday.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
7:30. I will be somewhere about. So
if you'd like to join us, it would be lovely to see you. But anyway, what we will do is we will get off, do lots of knitting, crochet, whatever you want, invest lots of time in you, and we will see you on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay safe and see you
Sarah's got
soon.
to do homework.
Thank you so much,
now.
Marion.
Bye bye.
Sorry?
Sarah's got to do homework. I think she means housework. Bye bye.
Yeah. All right then. It may be homework. All right. See you later. Bye.
Bye.